I know, I did all of this in last week's episode already, but I guess there's no way around it. So, welcome back to DAX Overland. My name is Max and I will convert this Iveco VM90 to our new Overlander. After traveling for almost a year in our self-converted G-Wagon, my wife Danya and I decided to build a new rig from scratch and to live full-time in it. Last week I started painting the frame and removed all the small attachments on it. In this week's episode I will continue with these parts, and I almost ruined the fresh paint job in a thunderstorm. So I will clean and prep all of those bits and pieces now as well. I will remove the rust on all of those bits and pieces now and continue prepping them for painting. So I removed all of the old paint and rust with the CSD-disk. I will still remove some more rust from the tank brackets with phosphoric acid because there's quite some deep rust in there. With these, I don't really know what to do because it's really thick material, but there is so much rust. I don't want to paint it now and redo that stuff again in a year or buy new parts. So what would you do with that? Because I really don't know. Because I think it's so much rust on there. Probably sandblasting would be the best, but I don't have that option, unfortunately. But while that will soak in the acid, I will continue painting the frame because I didn't finish that last week. It needs a few more layers. So I think I will use the 2.5mm nozzle as I did last time, but I think I will start from beginning on with a little bit thinner paint, and hopefully I've learned something last time and can do a better job this time. I also don't want to bore you with this video because last week I basically did the same, like the cleaning, the painting, but I really enjoy doing the weekly video. But there are those kind of tasks that will repeat themselves, but I would like to keep up those videos. So I don't know, maybe it will be more like a vlog. You can tell me in the comments. It would be nice to have some feedback if it works or if it doesn't work. The frame is done now and it worked out way better than last time, but it's a steep learning curve. It's harder than I thought it would be. I will rinse off these parts now where I removed the rust, and I will paint them tomorrow. I think this looks quite alright. It was so deep before. Here are deeper spots left, but I think I will leave it like that. So see you tomorrow. So welcome back. It's the next day. And I will continue with these parts now. More cleaning, more sanding, and then painting. I didn't properly show you yesterday. But look at those holes in there. I wouldn't even call it pores anymore. I think I will leave that rest of rust in there because I don't really know what to do with it. And as I said before, it is really thick material. At the moment, I'm not too sure about all of those parts actually, because I want to remove as much rust as possible, but I don't want to waste days on end. And I think I will use some rust converter on some of them. Like there's tiny little bit of rust. It's not a lot, but it won't do any harm. And then the primer. I'm actually struggling a little bit recently with the videos. For the longest time I actually worked as a chef, and I feel like it's kind of similar in a way because everything I do is kind of judged instantaneously. But then also with all of this YouTube stuff, I'm kind of learning on the go, and there is no time for myself to figure it out in a way before showing it. And this is scary at times, and I think I really got used to it because my first video I was like, oh, I will die once this is uploaded, and I don't feel like that anymore. So far, for me, it's harder to really have the proper evaluation myself, because in the kitchen, if I think it tastes well, I know that it is good. I would argue about that it is good what I did. Here's the rubber grommet I welded a few weeks ago, so finally I will paint it now as well. There might be some negative feedback, and especially with those kind of hands-on things, but I'm also not saying that it's correct what I'm doing, it's just what I'm doing, and I kind of lose my spark in a way, or however you want to call it, because I'm always thinking about it. Should I say this or should I say that? Should I do this or should I do that? And for the helpful comments, I'm so thankful. It's amazing. I really mean it. So thanks guys for the positive comments. Supposed to rain today, so I'm really in a hurry to paint this and then get it inside here. This is rolling in. I really need to be fast. It's really dark. So next round, black now, and I'm super stressed. The sky is getting dark and I need to paint, I think, 2 more layers, and then I need to get all of the things into the shed. So I really need to do it quick. I really need to hurry now. I already hear like a rumbling thunder. I need to be fast now. I'm just done with cleaning the gun. I had like 10 minutes and now it started raining and the wind is picking up and there's like thunder rolling. I'm quite proud of this round. I got way better. So actually I had some fun painting. I really think the hard part is adjusting the gun. This was fun. I really quickly need to tighten the tent. It gets so windy. So I hope you're not getting sick of me cleaning and painting parts. I think it was the last round for now. See you next week.